Good morning. I hope you're having a good morning. I want to talk to you about kindness for a minute and how kindness, in my opinion, is not the absence of boundaries, but a very firm grip on boundaries with oneself and for other people. And I guess I bring this up because in that video, a lot of people are calling me kind and loving. And I appreciate that because I work really hard at trying to be that just within my life as well as online. And oftentimes kindness is seen as something where you're just a pushover. If you're sweet or if you're loving, if you're kind, you're just a pushover and you let everybody walk all over you. Kindness is often seen as weakness, but I truly do believe that there's so much strength in kindness, and it takes a lot of strength to be kind. At least that's what I've seen when I've practiced myself. So, like any other person, somebody says something mean or somebody says something cruel, my initial gut reaction, or something I don't agree with, or whatever it may be, something they do, my initial gut reaction is to want to push back, to fight back, to say that that person's being an asshole. Like, that is an initial response that I have. But what kindness has done for me in my life is it's caused me to try to override that desire to be cruel back. And that takes so much. It takes emotional regulation. It takes calming myself down and not giving into that response. It takes empathy to put myself in another person's shoes and see where they're coming from. And then it takes a lot of thought and problem solving to figure out, how do I respond to this individual in a kind way, but that also holds a boundary that I'm not going to be treated cruelly. And I'm not saying that I do it perfectly every time. Like, I'm going to mess up. I'm still going to do things wrong, but I have worked really hard on trying for that to be my default. And it has helped me, I think, become a stronger person in my own life, become a more empathetic person, understand emotional regulation better. But then at the end of the day, that boundary is, if I'm kind back to you in my response and you're still cruel, I am going to remove myself from you. So I'm going to block you online, or I'm going to not engage with you anymore, because that does neither of us any good to do that. I could share more in this, but I guess I just want to say, so it's not so long, just in the end, that kindness takes practice, empathy takes practice, but boundaries are a crucial part of it, and only you get to decide what your boundary is and what you need it to be. But put forth those boundaries and understand that if somebody then confronts a boundary and says, hey, you're being unkind to that, but you've shown them kindness and you've shown them throughout this entire time that that's what your boundary is going to be, just know that that is more about them than it is about you. So kindness is a good thing. It takes strength to have it, and I hope we can continue all building and learning and growing and developing more.